Okay, so last video we made wave spawning to complete the game loop, but it's not exactly a fun game loop if you can't even make it to wave 20. Fortunately, I have a solution. So I wasn't sure on how to determine when the player gets an upgrade. I could either give the player upgrades depending on how many enemies they kill, or I could give the player an upgrade every few waves. However, considering I don't want to spend more time than I need to on this game, I decided to go with the latter.
Are you sure?
Okay, first in the editor we set a number to determine how many waves should have elapsed before the player gets an upgrade, for example, an upgrade every 3 waves. Then each time a wave ends, we check to see if the wave index is a multiple of our number of waves required to upgrade. If it isn't a multiple, then obviously we do nothing. If it is, well then we send a message to the player telling them to upgrade. Now we just need content. The way I want the upgrade interface to look is whenever an upgrade is available, the player gets 3 randomized choices for an upgrade. Then the player picks one and they have that upgrade for the rest of their run. The way I did this was to create a serializable object that contains the data for what values the upgrade affects, what it looks like, what its identifier is, etc. Then when we need to use that upgrade, we just load all those values and apply the necessary changes to the player. And now we can create upgrades from here. So far I've made a shotgun upgrade, an automatic upgrade, a damage upgrade, a recoil control upgrade, and a speed upgrade. I plan to add numerous other upgrades available to the player in the gun so that there's a bigger variety to choose from, but I might spend some time working on placeholder game art first, since my eyes are getting kind of tired of looking at the squares. As well, in the future to add some more spice to the wave system, I plan to have a boss fight around every 20 waves, and then maybe at wave 100 you move on to a different environment. I'm hoping this will add a bit more progression and replayability to the game, whilst also keeping things fresh. But that's been about it for the development of the game in the past few days. Like, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.